All right, guys, 4th of July weekend, we had to do a little something special for you. Motion Raceworks is having a 10% off sale on all Motion Raceworks products, including the now tested quick disconnect breather lines. Check that out. Boom, pop that off. It's O-ring, and then kaboom, pop it right back in. That easy. So Motion Raceworks products, you know, that includes like our billet baffled valve covers, catch cans, valley covers. We got throttle bodies, all that stuff, 10% off. And not only that, guys, Rife sensors, 10% off everything there too. So 10% off Motion products, 10% off Rife sensor products. Yeah, boom, right there. TBM brakes, 5% off, up to $75 in savings if you get a TBM brake package. So Motion Raceworks, TBM brakes, Rife sensors, all on sale through the 4th of July weekend. But let's head up to the merch warehouse because the sale is not over, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we show you the new goodies in the Cleetus McFarland warehouse, we are excited to announce that we are doing free shipping on all orders domestic. So if you're in the US, you get free shipping on your order. Sorry to those of you who aren't in the US, your shipping is expensive. We can't do it. But free shipping on all this stuff. Let me show you what we got. We got some new products I think you're gonna like. As you know, we're giving away a freaking jet boat, Jetstream jet boat, $60,000 Jetstream jet boat, and a Crown Vic combo. The giveaway ends July 5th at midnight, so these are your last few days to enter for a chance to win. Officially on our website, we are now selling the Cleetus American flag wheels. So you know the deal. This is the off-road steering wheel, same one that's in my Can-Am. This puppy is worth 64 entries for the jet boat. They're expensive, but it is the highest quality steering wheel you can get, and you get a lot of entries for that jet boat. All right, this is the drag wheel. Felt, lightest steering wheel you will ever own. This is 68 entries for the jet boat and a Crown Vic.
Good steering wheel, saved my life in the Blazer. I was squeezing onto that thing.
Saved his life when he went in that wheat field. And lastly, the drift steering wheel. This is kind of just the sport all-around street wheel. This is 60 entries towards the boat. All right, guys, and you know we have tons of awesome merch left in stock. Some shirts out of stock, but we got plenty, all right? Straw hats. These are 7 entries for the boat. American flag on the bottom. You gotta have those for the summer. We got a Freedom Factory version of that too. Check that out. If you haven't noticed, this is actually an updated logo on our straw hat. So this is the 3rd rendition of our straw hats is out now. Sam Spray Wax. This is 6 entries right here. This is the best spray wax on the market. Ask your buddies who have bought it. This stuff is the best, and it comes with a high quality microfiber. 6 entries for the boat. All right, heat waves, my favorite sunglasses, and ask anyone who's bought them. They are awesome, high quality. These are 13 entries, and we have the SOCOMs back in stock. So if you want the black and gray pair, they are back in stock, but we don't have a lot of them. You got your hats, 6 entries right there, snapback or flex fit, whatever you need. And you probably saw these in Idaho. These are our new freaking bad to the bone raincoats. Look at that, snap up hooded raincoats. These are 16 entries for the jet boat giveaway. Between the Motion Raceworks discount through the 4th of July and the giveaway ending on July 5th, guys, hit these promos hard. So guys, visit Motion Raceworks or CleetusMcFarland.com after the video. But for now, let's get to the live action.
Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
I am so excited to get to work on this car. I cannot wait to start throwing bars at the back, get the engine and trans mounted up. It's gonna be so sick to see this thing with a straight axle. I think it's just gonna be that next step we really needed. So the first order of business when we work on this car is I have to get it jacked up, and I gotta get it on jack stands nice and level and shim everything out so the car is as level as humanly possible. And then what I'll do is go ahead and start cutting out anything I don't need anymore. I know offhand that this tube right here, bye-bye. So we're gonna cut that thing out, patch those holes back closed, and then I'm gonna start plotting and figuring out where the 4-link bars have to be, because if those are too far down or too far up, the suspension geometry will be off and we will have bar angle problems and traction problems. So I gotta get that figured out, and then we'll start throwing bars in, and we'll figure out where exactly the rear end's gonna land and how long of a 4-link bar we want. I'm aiming for like a 21-inch lower bar, and then the upper bar will probably land somewhere in between 18 or 19 inches. Then we start throwing bars at it. So now that we got Leroy all squared away and ready to go, the next step is we take that rear end, get it under the car where we want it, set ride height roughly where we need it, and then we can start throwing brackets and goodies at it. So we've got our 4-link brackets for the chassis side, our 4-link tube kit, and we have our coilover brackets. We've got a wishbone kit to keep the rear end nice and square, and we've got an anti-roll bar kit. Now these 2 kits, we'll kind of go over that. I'll explain it better when we're actually installing them in a later video. But for now, man, we got a lot of work ahead of us. Let's get to it. Take this. Thank you very much. You come with me. we're building a race car. All right, so I went ahead and drew up a center line and did a tape line on the ground. So after I did all that, I went ahead, got the rear end. I set that at ride height. The car is 11 inches higher off the ground than it will be when it's all said and done. So I went ahead, figured out where I wanted ride height for the axle and added 11 inches to it. And that's where it's sitting right now. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is I have to throw a tube that goes from this side right here by the smiley face over to that side, and it will attach to the 4-link bar right there. Once that's in, I can figure out where the upper bar is gonna go, and then I can come in, take these off and notch them and put that tube in.
All right, so you guys can know Ty's over there doing his thing, putting a straight axle in the back of Leroy. What you don't know is that rear end's more narrow. So Leroy's built specially 15 by 10 wind lights with about 6 inches of back spacing ain't gonna cut it. So our boys over at Built Specialty made us some new single beadlock wind lights, 15 by 12 inches wide, 3.5 inches of back spacing. I'm gonna do a little time lapse for you guys to throw in some fresh meats. You guys know the deal already. Mickey Thompson, ET Street Radial Pros, best 275 radial on the market. Gonna smack them on these rims to show you the difference of what it's gonna be like for Leroy. Also to give them to Ty so you can use them for mock-up. They're not gonna do him no good sitting in a box. He's gonna need them assembled so he can use them to make sure he's put everything square. Now for the side-by-side comparison. So as you can see, same size tire on a 10 wide is flat. You see on the 12 wide, it's starting to pull it flatter. It's giving you a truer contact patch, and it'll stiffen the sidewall more than it already is. It's almost like the rim is backwards. See, this one's got a big old thick boy lip. That one's got a little tiny lip. Being that it's a 3.5 inch back spacing wheel, it's got a big old 7-inch front dish. Gives it a nice look. Looks really mean. A whole lot better than that did, although it's the same wheel. But man.
All right, we're back in action, back at the shop.
You tore some stuff up.
We tore some stuff up. Time to
You were good all week.
Yeah.
And then the last day,
I know.
tore some stuff up.
We got a tore up Elko. We got tore up jet boats that just arrived.
Everything came back at once, all broken. Yeah, let's probably start with Leroy though. Let's show him what we got going.
We got some spicy stuff.
Here we go. Bump, bump, bump. Dang, dude. You 4-linking out here, brother?
4-linking it up.
Man, what do y'all got going with this tape?
So we got a lot of measuring and a lot of science and a lot of math going on
Okay,
right
so you
now.
squared it off.
Yeah, we don't have a table, so you have to find center line in the car and set the axle where you want it. For
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, only the finest educated guesswork is going on.
That's good. That's good. I see you using some square tubing to do some setup here.
Yeah, it helps keep the rear end from wanting to flop side to side and
Okay.
keeps the bracket square easier.
All right, so guys, we got a 10 Soldiers Racing 9-inch housing right here. Super nice. Look at the welds on this stuff. So that's a pretty good gear for old Leroy.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
it right here.
That's
The
no
bee's
joke.
knees.
Yeah, so 10 Soldiers came through, got us a housing really fast. Ty has been working on mocking it up, but you got a ways to go, huh?
We got a ways to go. This is actually the time consuming part. Like normally the last 10% takes 90% of the time.
Yeah.
And with 4-link setup, especially without a table, it's the 90% in the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I can tell. This is definitely looks complicated, but
He
dude,
had a
gonna be working.
full day of just measuring.
yeah.
And it's like, you done measure? No, I got to get this and get this because, I mean,
Want the
now's
measurings,
where
the whole
it
nine.
counts. You know,
Yeah.
you miss a measurement now, you end up building a car like crazy.
Yeah.
So,
It looks good, man. Looks good. I'm really excited to have that 4-link working.
It's
Traditional
sick.
4-link. This ain't like the Elco's 4-link. This is
Yeah.
the straight up parallel 4-link.
yep.
This is as race car 4-link for drag racing as it gets.
I know, it's going to be funny. Leroy's going to have the best suspension setup out of any car in the fleet.
Look at all the adjustments. These are all upper bar, chassis, upper bar, and housing.
So these are
lower
10
bar.
Soldier parts too.
10 Soldier, yeah,
Yeah.
these are their standard style parallel 4-link brackets, and then their ends in them. They
Sweet.
built-
Looks good. And we got new 12-inch wide billet specialties
Yeah.
for the mock-up
Yeah,
process.
we
So
built this narrow to fit this gangster wheel.
yeah.
As you can see how little the lip is in the back. 3.5
So
inches
sick.
of back spacing on a 12 wide gives you
Yeah.
about 7.5 front lip.
We've kind of totally converted over to 12-inch wide wheels. Gets you a little bit more tire contact. This is going to be gnarly, man. When this thing's done
This thing's gonna be
with some
sick.
Mensker suspension.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
They're actually on their way.
All right, beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
nice tall boy shock there, all the separation.
Yeah.
No
Well,
more squatting with the IRS, all the separation out of that 4-link.
I know. Let's talk about some worse news. We got the Blazer down for the count, dude.
Yeah.
Shoe buddy, guys. We have the heads torn off the Blazer because on the last pass of Rocky Mountain Race Week, it went lean because of the headers letting air in, and it freaking torched the head. So they already have the head fixed. We just got to get it surfaced.
Yeah, it's actually getting serviced right now.
Yeah. We'll get her
so
back up
drop
and going.
on.
Unfortunate, dude.
Torch the gasket here and here on this side, and then number one was
Yeah.
scorched as well.
Not ideal.
Yeah, not good.
Really not ideal. So sucks because this is a brand new engine from Tech Speed, and we screwed up. You know, there's nothing the Blazer can do about torching the head when it goes lean and it's on methanol and it's got a lot of boost. Just was the wrong recipe. I mean, the car made tons of passes. It was all good. And then the wideband started wigging out. So Ty has since worked on that.
Yeah, including the shot.
And now they're welded. So that should help with not getting weird wideband readings, hopefully.
It's definitely an odd problem. I've used slip fits 100 times on headers and never had an issue, so.
It's just weird how it's perfect on some runs and not on the
I
others.
know.
We'll see. I mean, hopefully that just fixes a little bit of our
Crazy thing
issue.
though is, had one more pass to go on the last.
I know. Well, I would have done it here anyway, so. All right, well, the Blazer's down for the count for a little while. Let's go over to our girl Ruby, dude. There she is. She's sitting here ready. She's got her PTC converter back in.
Yeah.
The transmission's back from RPM Transmissions, and it is in the car, but we're missing some axles.
Yeah, we had a
Little axle debacle.
yeah, exactly that. We just wanted to get them freshened up. Try to go with a better place to get them freshened up. They didn't have the parts needed, so
They just-
haven't sent them back to manufacturer, which takes forever to do.
Yes,
So,
so the axles are out for a
on.
few weeks, just getting rebuilt at the manufacturer, which takes surprisingly long. So
yeah, but we got the new PTC converter. It's the same converter, but we got it restalled, so it's got a new
fixed.
stator in it.
Yeah,
and it's fixed.
had a
and,
bad stator.
Yeah, it folded the fins over on the stator, which isn't uncommon for as many passes.
I
on
know, but she's good. I mean, she's got a good setup. We just haven't even really been able to
it.
rip it.
We haven't even been able to really turn it up. We never
Yeah.
really got to that point. So,
Sucks.
went ahead and while it was down, fixed a few other things underneath the car. It's got some high temp, high pressure transcooler lines now, all crimp fittings, so no more blowing out those
It's gonna be
apart.
real nice.
The transcooler mount was broke, so fixed that, and then also did a few things up in the engine bay.
And we fixed the wiring for the trans brake and all that.
Wires all
So
through the Holly. Trans brake and bump boxes through the Holly now instead of standalone, since we were on a Dominator. So
it's looking good.
yeah, just wait on axles and she'll be back ripping.
I'm ready. All right, guys. Well, we got a new mandrel for the El Camino, and we actually went ahead and put a weld on the bottom of it just to strengthen it a little bit more. And then we found some issues with our spacers that we were using, so should be dialed in. Should be ready for some testing.
Yeah, also re-space the front up here too, so this way you have your belt guard on both sides of this in case that fuel pump
It never came off, but it's good to have those.
yeah, it's better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it.
So we should be all good to go. The Elco, I mean, that was the only thing wrong with it besides transmission fluid. We put some fresh tranny fluid in it just because it was a week of hard life.
It got a trans flush. Also went ahead while I was up on the rack. All your spots that were ground bare, I painted.
Yeah, you did some painting, dude. Looking clean.
Cleaned her up a little bit. Don't need that thing rusting up on you.
I know. Ready for testing.
Ready to test it.
Come on. Sam, what are you doing? Doing some polishing?
Polishing on these wheels so it looks good for the show.
What's up with these 275s?
Well, I tell you what, we're going to make a showing with them. I think these are. There's one thing odd about
Little
these.
tires.
These are 6-second 275.
That's true. That's true. We have been
Not
sixes
not
on
the
these.
regulars, but these are 6-second.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going back to the 275s. What'd you say?
The man's tire.
The man's tires, James says. We had the 315s on for race week because those are marginal tracks, but the next few events that we'll be competing in, they require 275. Small tire. So we definitely put those TBMs to work in the mountains, let me tell you.
A lot of over 200 mile an hour stops, too.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, so the TBMs held up good. But yeah, going down to the little tires for these next couple races. We got a small tire shootout. We got streetcar takeover Indy. Got to run on the smaller tire, unfortunately. Oh man, them things don't fill out the fender like those big tires do. But it's all right. Got to be class legal. All right, so we got some new goodies in the mail today. This
we got a
here.
little screen for you.
I know. Let's see if it's got a label on it. There we go. This is a Davis Technologies profiler. So this is the best of the best when it comes to traction control. Basically, the way we've been doing traction control in the Elco is by using advanced tables. So when the front wheel speed is different than the rear wheel speed, it pulls timing until they match again. It's a really slow way to do it. This Davis box right here is the best way to do it. So this, yeah, look at that. High definition speed ring. This is what all the pros use. So started talking to some of the experts in traction control, and they said, get this profiler. It'll totally change the way you tune the car and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get this installed today. Zach's working on it. And then we're gonna head over to Orlando tonight and do some testing with the Elco. And you know, we're going back on that small tire. We got a lot of torque. We're gonna be prone to spinning the tires. So having the best traction control on the market should hopefully get this thing going down the track and beating some people, even on a marginal track surface. That's the plan. All right, guys, we got our traction control module in. So everything seems to work now, but we won't know till we try to make it hit. We got the wastegate pipes cut down. That'll look a little better. And now we go test. And we have the 240. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Come on, let's see that thing ramp tonight.
Paint, but it's fancy.
Yeah, so this will be fun. Get the Elco out and the 240. Got that thin air tune-up in it still. Oh, the mullet's like open trailer, dude.
Yeah.
Spits on the trailer. It's probably leaking oil on the trailer realistically. Big block life.
Always.
Right. Look at how much bigger this thing is than the 240.
Land yacht.
It is a yacht.
Sport compact and a land yacht.
All right, guys. Well, guys, we're heading off to the track. Cars are good. Field trip activated. We'll see you guys at the track. That's it for now. Thanks for watching Do It for Dale. We will freaking see you later. Don't do burnouts at boat ramps, guys, but just know that